So
I'm
great to talk to you.
you too.
Yeah. So let's start off with pronouns and identity.
With what again? Sorry.
Pronouns and identity.
Oh,
Just so
yeah, my
we.
pronouns
Yeah.
are he, him. Sorry, I
Okay.
also just saw
Perfect.
Lady Gaga. Voice is not existent at the time.
Oh, I saw the video. That was great.
Yes, so
That
I
looks so
apologize in
much
advance.
fun. Yeah.
It was great.
Where did you get that outfit?
I got it as soon as I got my tickets. I have a friend. His name is Joey C. He's a designer,
Okay.
queer designer, and he's designed a lot of things for me. Like he designed when I did my first film for the premiere. He designed my
Mhm.
first movie premiere outfit, and now we worked on this piece together because I wanted to have the Lady Gaga experience as a fan. So I had to do it.
How was it? I mean, just in a nutshell, what was your favorite part of the Lady Gaga show?
I think my favorite part was basically realizing how amazing this woman is because it exceeded all my expectations, and I think we're seeing Lady Gaga at the best we'll ever see her. This is the best time, and it's the best concert she's ever done, and it's my favorite concert I've ever been to. It was life changing, and I know that sounds like a lot, but it truly was.
Ah, no, I believe you. Okay, and then I kind of do like a little bit of a history. So, I want to talk about your. So you had acting parents that were performers themselves, and did that inspire you a lot growing up? And
Yes, both of my parents actually met doing theater in our hometown in Mexico. And even though they were never able to like complete focusing into that path because financially it wasn't a good fit for where we come from,
Mhm.
they still instill that respect and work ethic of the theater actor onto me. And I grew up watching performances my whole life. So they gave that. I guess they're living their dream through me now.
Yeah,
Cool
and I
too.
love the name Charo. How much do I love the name Charo? That's such a cool.
Yes. she, my mother is as iconic as Charo, if not more. I will say.
I love that. And so then after UCLA, you got this role like within 6 months. So how did you get
I
on the show?
know.
Yeah, how did that happen? You just auditioned or?
I I auditioned. It was a very like standard, usual casting process.
Mhm.
I guess the only difference is I was the chosen one by destiny to what I like. I like to say that I won the lottery because this is such a fairy tale type of situation. Like who books a series regular 6 months out of college for Apple TV Plus? Like that's insane. So I did do a lot of manifestation prior to even auditioning for the show because I graduated in 2020 during the pandemic. So I kept
Mhm.
asking the universe to help me find a way to get my career started and not abandon my dream. And
Mhm.
I guess through hard work and this opportunity, the dream has become true now, which is insane.
Yeah. How was your character modeled after someone in your life? Do you take inspiration from someone?
I initially Memo was a little more even in the audition, they describe it as Jonah Hill in Superbad. And
Okay.
once the creators of the show and myself and the writers and everyone involved, when we started filming the pilot, we realized that we could take the character, and it was a very organic transition into a more like naive, excited about life, sweet, almost like Jiminy Cricket route. And that happened a lot because I started basing the character off of my younger self and also like really getting inspired on my I have a 5-year-old niece who was not even one at the time when we started filming the show.
Mhm.
um and I think like I wanted to celebrate my younger self through the character but also make my niece proud of her uncle through the character as well.
Mhm.
And I think the character ended up being this very like, even though he's an adult, he sees the way a child sees the world through. That's how he sees the world. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like he's not childish, but he's very childlike. And I think that
Mhm.
happened because I was basing it off of, or trying to inspire my niece, and kind of like do justice and celebrate my younger self.
Yeah. What have been the challenges of playing a straight guy? Or yeah.
um well, it's interesting because what's been cool about Memo is that they've allowed me to kind of like use him to sort of what's the word I'm looking for, defy gender stereotypes. um but at the end of the day, I feel like straight men in comparison to gay men can be very stubborn.
Mhm.
So sometimes, especially with his relationship with Lorena, the way that he behaves, and like when he's trying to prove his masculinity or anything, like I'm just like, ugh, I'm like, the challenge sometimes is like having to find the deepness of where that comes from. You know what I'm saying? Of like, it's not just macho Latino culture, it's like all of the stuff that we have as men, and us trying to prove that we're straight and strong, like has a core. And for me, the challenge is like in Memo's life, where does that come from? You know what I'm saying? And how does that translate into the story?
Mhm.
um but I
Mhm.
will say, I feel like allowing him to be a little more connected to his emotions
Mhm.
has allowed him to be more of a confident man. So, and also learning from women, and challenging the stereotypes of macho culture has made him a better man. And I feel
Mhm.
like that's been a really interesting and cool message that we sent through the show.
Yeah, the cast is so supportive of us as queer people. From I've met so many of
Yes.
them, and they were all so wonderful. Like, how is that? With the cast and how supportive they are.
It's really beautiful because when I first started doing the show, if you go back and you look at all my interviews, and like if I did any red carpet appearances and stuff like that, I don't like to say that I was still closeted, because it's not that I was closeted, but I was so scared of actually expressing myself and celebrating who I was, the way that I do now, because I was afraid of being put in a box as an actor, or that people would think that I could only play um, gay roles or whatever the fact. And it was because of my cast and a lot of the strength that they provided me, that I felt really safe to use those opportunities to exist and stepped into the light that I wanted to step on since I was a little kid. Because my cast was so supportive of my self-expression, my sexuality. They were the first people to give me a standing ovation. I actually purchased my first pair of platforms and high heels while filming the second season of the show.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I
Wow.
used to wear them to set. I used
Okay.
to, like, and then I would get into my costume, but because I wanted to break them in. I actually, it's so funny you mentioned this. I bought my first pair of high heels and platforms filming the second season of the show. And it was my cast who saw me wear high heels and platforms for the very, very first time.
Mhm.
And they would help me do photo shoots, and they would cheer me on. And by the time that we got to like all the public events of the second season, I was wearing makeup, glitter, and all because I felt like they helped me be brave and embrace the skin that I was meant
Mhm.
to embrace. And
Mhm.
honestly, they continue to use it to this day. As you saw when we did the Critics' Choice Association celebration for LGBTQ plus, um, I had to have Jessica Collins gave me down that award, because she's been one of the people that has celebrated me and paraded my self-expression the most in that cast. And everyone has,
Mhm.
but she's my fairy godmother. I love her.
Yeah, and she loves you because I asked her. well, I told her, I said, it's been great that you came to out, you presented the award and you supported, Fernando. And she said, just look at him. Why, how could I not? It was just so natural and so positive in it. And even your social media about the award just made me want to cry. It was like you just handled everything so well and were so important in the representation. So hats off to you, Fernando. You got to keep going, with everything. It's so important to the world, in my opinion. So,
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
sure. Now this is filmed in Puerto Vallarta, right? Did you go out to Blondie's after? Did
You know, the show is a lot of work. The
Okay.
show is a lot of work. We run our tight schedule because it's not easy closing a hotel for long periods of time. Um, so we didn't go out as often as we wish we would have gone out.
Mhm.
Um, but we did, and it was a lot of fun. And between you and me, I mean, I'm not afraid of this. I'm not ashamed of this. Um, the first time that I went to club, but the first time that I experienced going to like a go-go club with like go-go dancers
Uh-huh.
was on a weekend filming the fourth season of Acapulco.
I think I might
So
know what you're
we
talking
had our
about.
fun.
Yeah, maybe like the showers were, when they're taking showers. I love all that stuff. I was like, take me around. I went all around. So I love Puerto
No,
Vallarta.
I will say we didn't do anything. It wasn't bad. It was like we didn't like it was not bad because none of that is bad. I meant to say it wasn't super extreme. We just went to a club and they were go-go dancers, and I've never seen like I've never. I'm sorry, like I booked my show after college. I never got a chance to experience nightlife. So
Yeah, they got some talents.
I'm
How was the
sorry.
after party?
Um,
For the after party for when the show wrapped, how was that? I mean, you was it just so emotional, and how was that?
Well, yes. It's the thing about the show coming to an end is
Mhm.
we're as a cast and as a crew, we're saying unfortunately we're saying goodbye to this story. And it's a chapter in our lives that it's concluding. But the beauty of it, and this is why I don't want to say that I'm sad because I'm more grateful, is that what we created is truly a family. And we all knew the show would come to an end at some point, but none of us were kind of like scared of that day because we know that the bond that we have is so strong that it's going to transcend the life of the show. And that
Mhm.
includes the crew, that includes costuming, that includes like every department. I've made a family with a lot of these people. Like, I mean, we just talked about how Acapulco is not only my TV debut, but like I literally became the person that I am today in that set. The high heels being an example. So many people involved in the show are so much life that by the time that
Mhm.
we got to like the rock party, it was a celebration. There was no time to be sad. I mean, 4 years on streaming on a bilingual show with an international cast and crew. That's a celebration,
Mhm.
man. That's not no
Mhm.
funeral. That's no
Right, right.
funeral. That's a party. And we still talk to this day. If I go to Mexico, I see everyone who lives in Mexico. If I go to New York, I see everyone. Jessica, for instance, she's like the closest one. Comes to dinner every now and then. Like the family's still
Mhm.
alive and the family's not going anywhere. So that last party, of course, there were a little bit of tears, but there was mostly a lot of joy and a lot of pride because we did something that's kind of unusual in today's industry climate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it has a certain tone and a very the novella part of the show is just fun to watch,
Yeah,
and it's just a pleasure to watch it. It's an
yeah.
easy watch.
Thank
um,
you.
and what are you
We
doing?
want
What
people
are you
to
doing
enjoy
next?
it. Okay, so I'm trying to dip my toes. um,
Okay.
after 4 years of being a little scared, I'm trying to
Mhm.
dip my toes into music and producing. So I actually had a short film that I executive produced, premiere at the La Leaf de Los Angeles International Film Festival. Los
Okay.
Angeles Latino International Film Festival. Um, I did this short called "The Fly on the Wall." My friend Rosana de Leon, who is the pool singer in Acapulco, actually she wrote it and produced it and everything. And then it went to the Guadalajara Film Festival, International Film Festival, and it won an award there, a very important award. So I'm looking into another like short films and small projects that I would like to executive produce as well as be part of. Um, so that's what my summer has been, and also I've been writing music with the hopes of releasing some music by the end of the year, and to give it to myself as my birthday present for turning 28.
Okay.
So I'm in a very creative, and it's very exciting.
When is your birthday?
December 18th,
Oh, that's okay.
Sagittarius. So
Oh, oh,
hopefully by
okay.
then we'll have a couple of tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you like people to follow you? You know, to keep up with some of this is great.
You guys can follow me anywhere at Fernando Carsa. Carsa spelled Carsa. And yes, please come and follow because you know, my career is not just incredible projects like Acapulco and movies. Like, I'm here to celebrate, to fight with everything that's going on.
Mhm.
We're here to stay and to stand. So please come along for the journey um, of
Mhm.
self love and celebration.
I appreciate that. No, that's great. When are you coming to Chicago to visit me?
Hopefully, very, very soon. I'm still a little jet lagged from Vegas, but don't worry, I'll be there because I also have a few friends that I want to visit there. For instance, Karen, the girl who plays my sister in this third season of the show, she lives there too.
Oh,
So
cool.
I have to go very soon. So don't worry, you'll. In the words of Cher, you haven't seen the last of me.
That was a good impersonation. Okay, cool.
I've been
Well,
working on it. I've been working on it.
a man of many talents. I just love you, Fernando. And yes, we
I
will
love you
hang out when you get
too.
to Chicago. I'll take you all around and show you the scene here. So,
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time today, and
Thank
we'll talk
you.
soon. Okay.
Yeah, see you soon.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Cool. Thanks. Okay.